Hello and welcome to Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, and let me explain to you why. There's a creation tool that's located within the Anchor app, which will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. And then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. That's also one of the perks of using Anchor. And then your podcast could be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place, which is in the Anchor app. So if you want to get started, and again, it's totally free, then download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Hello and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. And in today's segment, I wanted to talk about a subject that most people shy away from because it becomes a very heated conversation. But I just want to say a little bit of something about it, not to make a long, drawn out segment about it. It's just some things I wanted to touch base on, and that's the Lgbtq community. Okay, and what I would like to say about that is we all have our own views of how we feel about things that's happening to us and our families, or things that's happening in the world today. I know that I've voted each time I voted for these different sessions that we had to vote in. I always voted for the LGBTQ to have equal everything, which they should. And I would like to also add that who you love is who you love. Who you want is who you want. And it's a proven fact that there's not a family out there that does not have someone that's gay, or someone that's a lesbian, or someone that's something dealing with the LGBTQ community. Even if they haven't come out with it, it's there. Okay, so again, most of us aren't against the community. We're not against you. But you have to understand, the same way we vote for you all to have your equal rights and everything that you want, we vote for you. We push for you. But all we're saying is that if we come out and say, well, I don't agree with this, or I don't agree with that, because I know a lot of people are really hostile dealing with Ricky Smiley because they feel that he shared a post that he didn't write. All he did was share the post. And so now the LGBTQ community has said they're going to cancel Ricky Smiley and this, that, and the other. I think what they fail to understand is this. Some of us, even though we accept you and your community, and we're for you all to have equal rights, we don't have to agree with what's going on. I mean, out of respect, we have to respect you because this is what you want. But you cannot force us to say we agree with it. And that's the difference. I think a lot of people don't understand when someone is saying, okay, we want you to have your equal rights. We don't want anyone picking on you all or taking away your rights and not allowing you to be who you are. But don't try to take ours away. It seems as if the LGBTQ community wants to take away our rights while we're fighting for their rights. Okay, we're saying give them equal everything. Let them have their insurance. Let them do this. Let them do that, because that's their right. So what are you trying to do to our rights as heterosexuals? If we say we weren't raised to do that, that type of thing, we were raised traditionally where the man is with the woman, that's our right. And if that's the way we want our children to be, that's our right. But it's like we're fighting for their rights and they're fighting to take ours away. I don't agree with them teaching kids about any of that in school. Let us teach our own children about that, but they've been doing that in schools as well. What gives anyone the right to teach our children about that if we don't want them to know about that? And I don't care who does not like what I'm saying. Every commercial, every television show, every movie, they have to always go and put something in it dealing with that. Like, it's like, this is something that has to be done. Well, we have to stick this in this movie or this television show. We have to put this couple in here that might be a part of the LGBTQ. That's fine. But you all are, it's like you're forcing everyone. You're trying to force all of us to say, okay, yeah, this is what we want too. But it's not. We want you all to have your equal rights. We want you all to be not discriminated against. We want you to be treated fairly like everyone else should be, like everyone should be, no matter what it is, whether it's religion or your preference of who you want to date or be with, you should still be treated fairly. But you're not. It seems like the world that we are living in today isn't treating the heterosexuals fairly, because if we say anything that you feel is talking against being a part of the LGBTQ community, then people start to lash out at you. They start to bash you. I mean, come on now, let's be fair. If we're willing to fight for your rights, then don't try to take ours away. I am a heterosexual. Okay. My children are heterosexual. I like it that way. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm sorry because they're like that. I'm sorry because you feel you can't accept us, but we accept you all and you want us to. So why is it that you can't let us live our lives, let us and our children be what we are? And that's heterosexual. And we will continue to let you be a part of the LGBTQ. And we will continue to fight for your rights. But it's like you all are, if we say anything that you don't like, or if someone likes a post or shares a post that someone else did, and you're coming down on them like that, you all are not being fair. Okay, you're not being fair at all. What gives you all the right to sit here and say, okay, we want you all to give us this, treat us equally, do this, do that, but you're not treating us equally. It's like being a part of the heterosexual group here. You want to take away our rights. We can't say anything. We can't do anything. We can't even say that we don't agree with it, even though we accept you. We accept you, but we don't agree with it, meaning we don't think it's not something we would do, but we accept you because it's something you want to do. There's a difference. We can accept you and understand that that's what you want, but let us be what we are and stop bashing us if we say something that you don't like. No one's disrespecting you. We're just saying, okay, we feel this type of way or about the situation. It's not something we will want for our children, because these are our children. This is our right to say that. But you do what you do with your children, and I know a lot of people have been voicing their opinion about Dwayne Wade, and I think they're missing the whole point. Everyone's upset, but here's the thing. This is what I want to say about the situation. Dwayne Wade has this child that feels that he wants to be now transgender. He wants to become a she. That's his child. That's his prerogative. I think what most people are saying is, and I feel the same way, is that as a child at 12 years old, he doesn't know what he wants. He hasn't grown yet. He hasn't been on any dates yet. So how does he know he does not like being a boy or a man? Because he hasn't even become a man yet. So that's why I say that any child that's under 18 shouldn't be allowed to make any decisions about changing who they are sexually until they've lived a little bit. And I think that age should be 18 years old. And anyone that does not agree with it I don't care. If you don't agree with it, Don't listen to my podcast. I don't care. I feel that at this day and age, when there's any important decisions to be made in life in general, you cannot make those per law, those decisions until you're 18 years old. So why is this any different? And then, okay, you all are saying, well, the parent said that he has the right to do it, but that's not the parent's decision to make. Not about that. I think not when it comes to that child's sexuality. I think that child should be able to make his own decisions when he's 18. Then he can say, okay, this is still what I want to do. I'm ready. Then Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and his biological mother should make that decision together. Not just Gabrielle Union and her husband. He does have a whole biological mother there. Okay, she should be a part of that as well when he's 18. No one should say what he can and cannot do now. They need to wait until these children are 18 years old, once they've lived at least 18 years, and let them see, okay, he might say this now, and 5 or 6 years on down the road, he might change his mind. But guess what? When it's done. He won't be able to change it. That's why I'm saying, I know a lot of people came down on Labusi when he commented, and like he said, he can't agree with it. But that goes back to what I said when I said you have a lot of heterosexuals that feel a certain way. And as he said, if they're listening to his video, he says, if he wants to be gay, let him be gay, but don't touch don't remove anything from his body or change anything in that way until he's old enough to make his own decisions. And I have to agree with that. I feel that, they can't smoke until they're a certain age. He can't even smoke right now, but they're okay letting him change what he identifies with. I don't think that's fair. That's not fair to him, because you have to think about the fact that these kids are seeing all this stuff on television. This is like the new norm. So this is on everything from television shows to it's in every movie, it's in soap operas, it's in sitcoms, it's everywhere, it's in commercials. So they to them, this is life. This is the new norm. This is how everything is, but it's not how everything is. Not everyone in the world is heterosexual. Not everyone in the world is LGBTQ. But they're treating it like that is the happening thing. Like either you're going to be a part of the LGBTQ or you're canceled. Oh, come on now. That's ridiculous, and that is outright just crazy. Because now you're taking away our rights as a heterosexual. You're telling us we don't give a damn what you all think. We're going to do this our way. This is our world. But it's not. It's all of our world, not just the LGBTQ. And all we're saying as people, all we're saying as parents is stop putting all this in front of these kids and making them think this is the new normal. You have us teaching them, okay, the traditional way of doing things and letting them know when you're old enough, you can make your own decision and you can be who you want to be. You can be how you want to be when you're old enough. But as a child right now, this is just something that I don't think you're old enough to talk about doing because you're too young. That's what most people are trying to teach their kids. But you all are getting all over television. You're protesting. You're telling people you're wrong in the way that you're thinking. How are you wrong in the way that you're thinking? You raise your children the way you want to raise them. All we're saying is let our heterosexual children live their lives without you trying to say that we're trying to keep them from being who they are. No, you want to keep your children when they are children. When they are 12, they are not adults. They are not able to make their own decisions. And there is no way in hell a 12-year-old is ready to say that he wants to have his parts cut off and changed into a female. No, he's not old enough for that. He's not old enough. He hasn't lived. No one's saying he can't do it. We're saying just since they make it so you can't drink till you're a certain age, you can't smoke till you're a certain age. So how about putting on there that you can't change your gender until you're 18. Therefore, you're old enough, you're legal enough to do it. You're 18. And then you know that that's really what you want. But right now, it seems like his stepmother and his father is making this decision without the biological mother, I will add. They're making this decision for this child, and he doesn't know what he wants. These kids this age don't know what they want to do. If they want to go out and play, ride a bike, if they want to come in and eat a snack, if they want to hang out with their friends, it's always changing day to day at 12 years old. I'm just saying, I don't think at 12 years old, he knows what he wants right now. And I don't think it's fair to him for his father and his stepmother to be going around doing all these interviews talking about this child's sexuality. He may get up in age a couple years from now and be mortified. He might be totally upset because they were doing this to him. And this is his sexuality, not theirs. If they want to plaster theirs all over the world and hang up pictures of them doing all kinds of S&M shit or whatever they want to do, all the 50 Shades of Grey shit that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade want to do, if they want to plaster that shit everywhere, you do it. But as a child, just because this child wants to be a part, you say he want to be a part of the LGBTQ, does not give you the right to put his sexuality out there for everybody to know what's going on with this child. He wants a personal life, the same way heterosexuals want a personal life, and they don't want their shit plastered out there. I'm sure he doesn't want his plastered out there. And I'm saying it again, and I don't care who's not agreeing with me. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they're wrong. Stop doing your interviews. Stop putting your son's information out there, or you identify as with him as her. So stop putting your daughter's information out there and let her have some privacy. There's no need for you to plaster over social media, over every television station, over radio, wherever you're doing it, that your son wants to be transgender, that your son is gay, that your son wants to be a girl. Why are you plastering that? That's his business. Let him be him. But why are you doing all these interviews? I mean, you can stand by your child and be silent, but you should. That's like going back to the whole T.I. situation when he was joking around saying that he checks to make sure his 18-year-old daughter's a virgin. People were shitting fits, okay? They were going crazy. That's disrespectful. That's her business. That's this, that, and other. What's the difference between what he said and what Dwayne Wade is saying now? Okay, so you all are not. Why? Because him and his daughter, they're heterosexuals. I dare them plaster that out there. But now that you have Dwayne Wade and it's talking about the LGBTQ, then everyone's in their feelings. Everyone is ready to cancel someone because this didn't go that way, or the LGBTQ community doesn't agree with this or that, or someone's sharing posts that they shouldn't have shared. That's his social media. That's his finger. And if he felt that he wanted to share that post, that's his business. I know a lot of people tell me, well, you shouldn't do any podcast on the LGBTQ. I'm not going to let anyone scare me out of talking about how I feel. I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, I agree with this, because I don't. Okay, I don't. I grew up traditionally. Okay, I believe in a husband and a wife, and you having your children, and you having your dog with your white picket fence. I believe in that, and I'm not going to change that just to satisfy what someone else wants. I'm not going to change what I believe in. I didn't raise my children to believe in what society believed in. I put that in my children as well. Get you a wife, get you a husband. You guys have your families, watch your children grow up. That's what I put in my children. Okay. I don't give a damn who don't believe in what I did. Okay. That I don't care. I'm going to sit here and say it all day long. I don't give a damn who does not agree with what I just said. Okay. I really can't express that enough when I say I don't give a damn about who does not agree. Now, But what I am saying is I give this community, the LGBTQ community, the respect to let them be who they want to be. Okay? You love who you want to love. You marry who you want to marry. You be a part of whatever you want to be a part of. The only problem I have with this whole situation is that when we as heterosexuals say what we believe in, then we're crucified. Basically, we are told that we are homophobic, that we hate the LGBTQ community. No, we don't hate anyone. And you all need to stop the bullshit. It's not about hate. No one's hating you all. Hell, each time they say we have to vote on something to help you all, I'm the first one there voting for your rights, for you to get what you want. Okay? Never once have I voted any way different. All right? But when we say what we feel, then that's when it becomes a problem with you all. Because we're, as heterosexuals, to you all that's in this community, you feel we shouldn't have any views on anything unless it's saying, well, we have to accept that. And I don't. I believe in finding a nice man to love when you're a female. I believe when you're a male, you find a nice woman to love. I believe you should have your children and be happy. But I also believe that if you want to be a part of the LGBTQ, be a part of the LGBTQ and find your love. If that love is with your man, you find it. If you're a man, you want a man, you get a man. You're a woman, you want a woman, get a woman. All I'm saying is don't drag us when we say what we believe in, when we're allowing you to speak what you believe in, speak about what you believe in. Don't nail us to the wall because we are saying what we believe in, but we're giving you the freedom to say what you believe in. We're not, as heterosexuals, we're not allowed, it seems, to speak our minds and to speak about what we believe in. But we're supposed to give all of you this platform, television, radio, everything, to just promote what you want to promote. But as a heterosexual, we can't say anything, because if we say anything, then everybody's in an uproar. Everyone wants to cancel everyone. Everyone becomes homophobic. No one's homophobic. I say this: love who the hell you want to love. I don't give a damn. I don't have to sleep with you. I don't have to look at you. I don't have to do anything you have to do. But what I'm saying is, when we're talking about what we believe in, let us believe in what we want to believe in. We let you have that. Let us have this. We're not homophobic. We're not stirring up hatred. We're just being who we are. Okay? We're being who we are. Heterosexual. We fight for you. I have. Okay? Anytime I've had to vote, anytime they said they didn't want, when people were saying they didn't think that people of the same sex could marry, hey, I said they should. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. That's their business. I don't care. I don't have to live in the house. That's your business. Do what you do. I never said one time that you all shouldn't be able to do it. That's your problem. All I'm saying is, let us as heterosexuals live our lives. Stop trying to crucify us when we say we don't agree with what's going on. I don't agree that there's so much fucking sex and bullshit in all these television shows and all these movies, and even the commercials damn near selling sex. I don't believe in it. From the heterosexual, I don't believe in it. From the LGBTQ community, I believe that television and movies are too damn nasty these days for anyone's children to be watching them. The kids are confused. They don't know what the hell is going on. And this is part of the reason why you have so many kids out there having so much sex, unprotected sex, getting every kind of disease you can imagine. You have so many kids not knowing who or what they identify with because they want to follow what's going on the fake damn television shows and the fake movies, and they want to be what they are, and they're not sure what they want. So I'm saying everybody's damn confused and everyone's running around here and don't know what the hell is going on. That's what I'm saying. So if I have to go back to the whole Dwayne Wade situation, as I stated before, it's his child, true enough. And as I stated before, that's his biological mother, the child's biological mother decision. and the father's decision. And the father wants it to be his stepwife's decision, which I don't think she should have anything to do with it, because regardless of her being married to this man, she didn't help create that child. So Dwayne Wade and his ex-wife should make this decision when the child is 18. I don't think any child at 12 knows that they want to be cut off and made into something different. But again, that goes back to what I say when I say that Hollywood is so much bullshit that they're putting out there these days. These kids don't know what to think. They're so damn confused, so they're just going with whatever. It's hell, I'm a grown ass woman, and the shit sometimes confuses me. Like, what the hell is going on? What am I watching? What am I hearing? So I know these kids are confused. All I'm saying is, yes, that's his son. But I feel that the law should be no child under the age of 18 should be allowed to change their gender, because they haven't lived at least 18 years. They don't even know what they want. They haven't even dated. When you have kids at 8 or 9 saying they don't want to be what they are, hell, how do they know? They don't even know what kind of damn cereal they want to eat. They don't even know if they want to go outside or stay in front of the computer. Okay? So why are you giving the parents the right to make that decision for these kids instead of allowing these kids to make their own at 18 when they're ready and when they are more grown up and they've experienced a little bit of life? That's all most of us are saying. And if the LGBTQ community don't understand that, then, oh, well, get the fuck over it. Okay? That's all we're saying. It's not us saying as heterosexuals that we hate the community. No, we do not. We're just saying the same way the kids cannot drink until they're a certain age, and they can't smoke until they're a certain age. Hell, they can't even buy a damn lottery ticket until they're a certain age. So why the hell are they making it so easy for these kids before 18 to change their whole gender? Because like I said, 6 years on down the road, they may be in this new gender that they do not want to be in. And guess what you have? Now you have a troubled soul. You have a troubled person that could possibly at some point come to a point in their life where they can't deal with it anymore. And that becomes a problem. So I'm saying, when their minds aren't totally developed yet at 12. You know what I'm saying? They're not there at 12, not where they need to be to make a decision like that. And there's no way in hell their parents should be making that decision. Rather, they cut off what they were born with and make something else. I feel that should not. I don't care if it's Dwayne Wade. I wouldn't give a damn if it was if Trump if it was his son saying that. I don't think it should be done. I don't care if it was Obama and his daughters. If you are not 18 years old, I feel that you should not be allowed to, your parents should not be allowed to make that decision for you to change your whole gender. No, you should make that decision for yourself when you reach 18 years old. Then you've lived a little. Then you can say, well, I've gone out on these dates. I really don't identify with the gender that I am. I'm not comfortable in it. I just don't want it. Therefore, okay, you can do it. And then if 5 years pass by, you decide this is not what I wanted, then that's your fault. That's what you did. But the parents shouldn't do it, because guess what? If they do it and the kids are this young as Dwayne Wade's child, and he does it and he gets down the road some years from now and decides this is not what I wanted, guess who he's going to be angry with? Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union. He can't be angry with his biological mother because she doesn't want it, allegedly, is what they're saying. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union allegedly are the ones that's forcing it or trying to get it done. So he's not going to be pleased with them. So wouldn't you want to just wait and let him make his own mind up, so that if he gets on down the road years from now, he can't say, well, he was forced into it and he really didn't want it. He can't look back with any regrets, because it's what he wanted. He was 18. But if he was 12 and that surgery is done this early in his life, and then afterwards he starts saying he doesn't like it. A matter of fact, I know a couple of people right now that's done that and has done the surgery. and are regretting it, and they can't go back. I mean, so what are you going to do? You have regrets. What are you going to do? You're going to go through your life upset and angry as hell. That's why I said, let him reach his 18th birthday. And if he still feels that way, then so be it. You stand by him and let him do it. But you should not do this when he's this young. And I don't care who does not agree with it. If I'm saying something you don't agree with, then get the hell off my podcast. Because one thing I did say is my podcast is totally 100% everything. The truth. Okay? Nothing's candy coated. I don't say anything to make anybody feel better. I say what's right, what I feel is right, and what's true. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen. Okay? That's all I would like to say. But I would also like to thank all of you for joining me in today's segment on the Lgbtq and the whole transgender reassignment. I wanted to talk about this because it seems like it's just the story that everyone wants to talk about, but no one wants to be out there and honest when they talk about it. But me, I talked about it. Whoever don't like it, oh well, get over it. Yeah, I'm not going to lose a minute or a day or a second or an hour of sleep. Okay? I said my piece. I said what I had to say, and I own it. Okay, and I'm going to continue to say what I say and be the way I want to be and feel what I want to feel. So if you don't like it, keep it moving. Keep it the hell moving. That's all I have to say. All right. Thanks for joining me on Life as It Is. And until next time, take care.